Hey, what's going on everyone? Vega here for Serpent Tech, and in this video I just want to show a situation I came across here. This is actually an old motherboard of mine, the Z77 Extreme 4 from ASRock, and it has an Intel i5 2500K, one of the tried and true, really good OG CPUs out there. Unfortunately, you know, it's been with my friend for quite a while. They had a colleague try to upgrade the cooler, and something was wrong where they were getting code 55. Code 55 on this motherboard specifically is something to do with memory or CPU memory, as if it's not being detected. And so the system will boot up, go hit code 55, restart or shut down, boot up, and then just loop like that. It could be CPU socket, it could be the mounting pressure is not adequate, it could be that the fan or the motherboard's not detecting the fan in the system, it could be memory, so you know, reset that. So there's a lot of different issues that it could be, but long story short, what I did is I put everything out, took it out of the case, put everything on an anti-static mod mat, which I am connected to, by the way, and then we got a new cooler from Cooler Master. This is the Hyper 212 Evo Black Edition. The OG Hyper 212 Evo is perfectly fine, gets the job done, but we just went ahead and upgraded anyways. Good kit that came with it, and I took everything off and I looked at the CPU, and unfortunately the CPU pins were bent, and this is an LGA socket, so those pins, when they're bent or squished down, they're not making contact with the CPU. So very carefully, I wouldn't recommend trying to do it on your own. It is an art. You know, Linus Tech Tips shows you how to do it, Kyle Bitwit, Paul's Hardware, various people show you how to do it. I use a razor blade and then a like sewing needle, a very fine needle, to kind of bend the pins up and kind of put them in position. You don't want to bend them too much because then they'll break. So you just bend it slightly up, so that way the bottom of the CPU or the pad, the gold pads, can make a good connection. So I you know, took everything off, checked the CPU, fixed the pin, put the CPU in gently, and you know, if you're getting that code still, it could be mounting pressure. Maybe you don't have an adequate kit, or you're not, you know, you always want to tighten like almost you're putting on a car wheel, right? You're going to go in a hex pattern from corner to corner, making sure that you're getting even pressure on the CPU. If your fan is connected, but maybe the 4-pin PWM connection is not detected, like you got this connected to CPU fan or chassis fan instead of the actual CPU one, then the system is going to think that it doesn't have a CPU coil on it, and it's going to restart on you. So first things first, check the mounting pressure or check the CPU socket, make sure there's no bent pins. If you can fix it or comfortable trying or know an expert that can help you out, go ahead and get those fixed. Reseat the CPU is number 2. Check the mounting pressure is number 3. And 4, make sure that you're connected to the right, or the fan is connected to the right PWM header. And then number 5 is you can always take off the memory, reseat it, maybe swap it from place to place. Maybe one of the DIMMs went bad on you, maybe more than one of the DIMMs went bad on you, and that will help you get it up and running. Now we're going to take all of this here and get it into this Corsair 4000D case that we just got for them, and that should get them back up and running and have plenty of room to upgrade in the future. But I wanted to share this experience with you. Let's get this in the case. I'll show you the end. All right, so we're done here, guys. The system is back and together. We got some Corsair SP fans, 120s. Even though we don't have a radiator, we got all the airflow coming in from the front and then exhausting out the top and the back here. If they want to add another fan on the back side of this cooler, they can, or they have the capability. The cable management on this particular PC or case is really phenomenal. I do like it. I will say that if you have any extra wire, like you don't have a modular power supply, the amount of space you have to shove cables in is not a lot, but the cable management room in the back side of this case is very beautiful, and looks a lot better compared to what it used to be in an old school half or Cooler Master half case. So got the sound card in there. I did upgrade him to the 1070, and this thing is booting up no problem. So I'm gonna send it home with him. And just remember, if you're having issues where your system says code 55, depending on the motherboard, again, if it's just saying the error code CPU memory, you know, check the CPU socket, make sure there's no bent pins. If you can salvage the bent pins and fix it somehow,
with a razor blade or a sewing needle. Try to just be extra careful. Make sure you study. Reseat the CPU. Check the memory by slotting them out or taking them out, putting them back in, maybe one by one. Make sure everything's good. And then make sure you got adequate mounting pressure for your CPU. Not too much to where you're bending pins and crushing the dang thing, but you need to have adequate mounting pressure. Most kits should allow you to stop at a certain point. And then make sure you have the CPU fan plugged into the right header, because if it doesn't detect the CPU fan, the system will keep rebooting itself. But that's going to do it for today's video. Please do me a favor on the way out, hit the like button. Don't forget to get subscribed, hit the notification bell to stay up to date, as well as check out links in the description. And I will catch you all in the next one. Take care.